A good Tuesday evening, everybody, and I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend as well. Can't say enough about how good the weather was, and we're keeping some of the very nice weather into the week. Mostly dry weather at that. The temperatures, they're going to be fluctuating quite a little bit. Here are your highs today, and yeah, we were pretty nice. 73, the average high for TF Green. A little bit cooler here in Providence at 67, but we were 70 Smithfield down to Kingstown. The real cool spots were right along the shoreline where we had that sea breeze kick in during the afternoon. But you looked well off to the north and west, places like Boston, even they're getting only up to 61. You had to go inland to get into the 70s, you know, substantially speaking. Right now, we're looking at a very nice evening. Again, it has cooled off a little bit. The skies are looking a little bit bluer out there. The haze was evident late in the morning and early this afternoon as we had that plume of the Nova Scotia wildfire smoke that moved across the Atlantic and moved right through a good chunk of southern New England, including the Northeast. It's continuing to push off to the west at this hour. It's somewhere over here. And you can really tell, even though the sun's going down to the visible satellite, a little bit tougher to tell, but you can see where the air quality has both improved, which is here over southern New England, and is starting to deteriorate a little bit off to the west portions of Connecticut down towards New York City. Right now here, again, the temperatures, we have cooled off pretty much everywhere into the 60s, even getting into the upper 50s, places like Newport over towards Narragansett and westerly. There are the winds right now coming right off the water. Really hurts us this time of year with those chilly waters, but we're going to get days like Thursday and Friday coming up here. That's going to help to warm those waters up quite a little bit. Maybe not so much tonight. Look how chilly it's going to get, falling into the 40s after midnight. These cloud icons here that are coming up on the models, they're not clouds. What's really going to be happening is patchy fog is going to begin developing after midnight as those winds turn calm. But nonetheless, fog doesn't really keep the temperatures in all that much. We're going to see good radiational cooling tonight. What that is, Skylar talked about this earlier today. You get the incoming solar radiation for the day, and then of course, when you're in a cooler setting, the warmer surfaces are going to emit that heat. Now, some of the heat stays in on cloudier nights, but when you have those clear nights, you talk about things escaping into the atmosphere and it turning much chillier. Here are your temperatures tomorrow, though. After the chilly morning, we're looking at a nice day, a little bit warmer than today, especially inland. Now we're not talking about 70s inland, we're talking about 80s inland, still hogging the 60s to around 70 at the shoreline. Then we really start to heat things up. Thursday, Friday, starting to maybe even see a few scattered 90-degree readings inland. The shore is relatively cooler, but it is still going to be feeling very comfortable. Temperatures 70s to around 80. I think Friday is the peak of the heat, and we could have had a third 90-degree day were it not for a cold front that's going to be dropping down from the north. So patchy fog is going to be with us, not just tonight, but the next couple of nights. But outside of that, we're going to be dealing with sunny days. Here comes that front coming in. Could bring us a thunderstorm Friday night. Saturday, very early in the morning, we're likely going to see these showers. And I know it looks a little overblown on our longer range model, but I would not fret about Saturday. I think it's a mostly okay day. Saturday morning could feature a few showers, but the afternoon is trending in the right direction. 46. Clear, chilly early on tonight. The winds will be turning calm, especially inland, and then that patchy fog begins to develop. You can see the chillier numbers away from the water where we drop down into the low 40s and maybe even the upper 30s. Tomorrow looks like a real nice day. Again, a little bit cooler at the shore, but temperatures could approach 80 in places like Burrillville and Foxborough, and you can see you trend downward as you head towards the shore points where we'll be only in the 60s. Heat, heat, heat. Thursday, Friday. A late storm Friday as a cold front comes in. Significantly cooler for the weekend. Beach temperatures in the 60s. Air temperatures inland won't be too much better as we hit 72 on Saturday and 65 on Sunday.